I think cancel culture, since that's what this whole thing that we're talking about is just an extension of beliefs that we don't realize have been instilled in us, like where criminals are thrown out of society.
Right.
Now we're literally like, if it like, unfortunately, Colin Kaepernick is a casualty of cancel culture in the opposite direction. Like, because he protested and took a knee, during the national anthem, he can't get hired by an NFL team. So is he as bad as Harvey Weinstein? Absolutely not. Like, completely different spectrums, but the same idea has happened where Kaepernick cannot get a job in the NFL ever again. He's been canceled out from the NFL. And I think it's this thing in society where, like, I've had conversations with people where, like, hey, why don't felonies work like bankruptcy? Like, you are a felon for a certain amount of time. Okay, so you're removed from society in that sense. Like, I can't vote because I'm a felon. I can't own a firearm for a certain period of time. And then after my time is up, I am no longer a felon. I can vote. I can do all these things. Just like someone that's, filed for bankruptcy can't get credit for a while, and then they eventually can get credit. They have to prove their worth. Why is it if you make a mistake at 19, 20, or whatever age, you are thrown out forever? And I think the culture is just an extension of something that we've been programmed to believe in society.
Maybe there's something to the idea where anybody can say you're canceled. I can't charge somebody with a felony. I'm just here. I may have opinions one way or another, but I can at least say to somebody, like with Joe Biden, I can say you're wrong for saying that, and here's my judgment. Maybe there's something to that where we all can be judge, jury, in some case executioner with that.
That empowerment type of aspect, right? So everybody's empowered now. Everybody's a critic. Everybody is, like you said, judge, jury, and executioner, especially on social media, right? Explain real quick, Chance, what cancel culture is. That's the premise of it.
The cancel culture is just where you look at someone's past and you find errors that they've made in their past, and you literally you cancel out everything that they've ever done. So like you never listen to R. Kelly's music again. I have some R. Kelly CDs in my case over here. I never put them in a CD player. I mean, I don't listen to CDs anymore, but if R. Kelly song comes on my Pandora, I'll skip it. If I had the option to be like, no more, I don't want to hear R. Kelly anymore, I could just cancel it. Like, he's non-existent. It's everything in their past up to what they've done to that point is gone because of mistakes they've made or crimes they've committed or whatever in the past that people haven't agreed with.
That's in just a way that it can be done for virtually anything. I mean, look at I think to me, one that rings pretty recently too is that Patriots kicker, Justin Rohrwasser, with the tattoo. I don't remember the specific tattoo. I can find it, but it's a logo to a group in Charlottesville, right?
The number 13 or something like that. It's a number.
Let me find it. But just the immediate backlash of that.
What's the kicker's name again? I'll pull up his info.
Justin Rohrwasser.
W or start?
ROHRWASSER.
Yep. Thank you. Autocomplete.
It's
about to share screen.
Yeah, I'm gonna share. Yeah, it's the number 3. I knew it had a it's got stars around it.
I didn't realize it was for that specific tattoo because there's a picture of him with his arms crossed. He's got an American flag on his one arm, and then the liberty or death, but the 13 there, that's the one that's in question. And especially given what happened, absolutely. I guess my question is, can we really measure his motives? I mean, clearly what he put on his arm is something that is very triggering to individuals, especially given what happened in history. But can we assume why he put that on there? What does that symbol mean besides
Now, he said when he got it, he was a young man. He was 17, 18 years old. He didn't really know that that's what it meant, is what he said. Now, that's the part where he said it meant something else, patriotism or whatever it may be. But see, that's the part where I'm like, that's sketchy, man. Like, that's sketchy to me. Now, people do get tattoos of stuff that, like, you know, they were drunk or they were in Las Vegas and they're trying to commemorate something and whatever it may be. And, you know, but something like that, man, I don't think you just randomly pick that out of a tattoo artist book and say, hey, give me that. That looks cool. You know what I mean? Like, that's the part where I'm like, I don't think I believe him that he didn't know what it meant. I think when you get a liberty or death tattoo, then you do have some kind of historical context. You know what I mean? Liberty or death is right underneath it.
Yeah, I see that, but you know what
I mean? So, like, he was saying that the tattoos were, like, patriotic, right? That he's a patriot. But then if you look at what the group actually stands for, they are an anti-government, you know, militia type of group. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those, like, I'm pretty sure it's one thing to pick out of the book, oh, I like the number 3 and I like those stars. Let me go ahead and get that. But then when you add the liberty or death tattoo, it's like you kind of know what you're doing, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
In my opinion, you know, and I think you're right then, Jake. So cancel culture is the idea that now every time I watch football on Sunday and this guy comes out for a punt, I would probably be one of those people at the Dome who's going to boo him. That's cancel culture, right? Like, is that cancel culture? Like, I don't care what you got to say anymore. Like, you show me your true colors. Even though he did it when he was 17, 18 years old.
Yeah, and I mean, absolutely, to Chance's point, I think at the bare minimum, this is a, hey, research something before you do it. And I think
absolutely
we've all noticed that we're, you know, I don't want to be that person that says kids these days, but they're, you know, the impulsive nature to just, I'm going to do this, you know, like the same on the famous, there's that tattoo where someone said no regrets, but spelled with an A. And, you know, it's that idea, like, one, research what you're doing, you know, maybe learn about something before you do it. And, you know, that'll hopefully point you in the right direction. But then if you did research it and you knew what you were doing, that's a whole other problem.
Right.